Welcome to this new video on this channel, and today I will show you the backend of a really successful agency making past than 50k per month, and the exact steps that you can implement in your own agency if you really want to go like crazy and scale this beyond like 50k per month. So I will just share my screen here, and this is like the whole backend, I would say. I just break it down in three simple areas. So first of all, like the marketing and sales, so actually making sales, closing the people, and making money at the end of the day. The fulfillment area, so make your customers actually happy, get like great case studies you can then leverage and use to make more sales. And the branding and positioning, beyond like scaling to 50k, it's really important that you have a really sharp and unique positioning and branding. And yeah, these are like the three areas we will cover in this video. So we will just start with like the marketing and sales, because this is really, really important. So when scaling, I would recommend to go with like a 2x funnel. So first of all, run Facebook ads on Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, but also doing organic content. So especially when starting out, it's really, really powerful to do like LinkedIn outreach, cold calls, cold mails, stuff like this. But when scaling, you either have to have like a really big sales team with 3 or 4 like cold callers who do like the cold calls, or you follow like this process that's, in my opinion, more effective if you have the budget. So nobody below like 5 to 10k per month should run ads for themselves, but this is all about scaling. It's not about like starting out, you know? So because running ads is not enough, you also need to have some organic content, because this will amplify each other. For the ads, I would just go for mainly Instagram, but also Facebook. It depends on the niche. For the content, I would go for Instagram and mainly YouTube. On YouTube, I would go for longer form videos, just like this one, where you go into detail on like value content, technical stuff, and just share really, really applicable and easy to follow steps for your niche in long form. And on Instagram, I would post the highlights of the long form videos that you post on YouTube as reels, and also post all the case studies you have there, and also like some video testimonials you get from your clients. So for the meta ads, really important. If you really want to have great results with this, I would go for a really, really creative, guarantee-based ad. Means the ad is really simple. All you do is you set a promise. For example, get 13 new clients in 3 months, or we pay for your next vacation. So this is something you can't promise this if you're not experienced. But if you have the experience, and I will go into like why you can offer like such a crazy guarantee in just a second when we go into our like the next part of this, then it will work. So I saw a lot of, especially like dentists, agencies working with high quality dentist clients that offer such guarantees, and it works really well, because there is like no reason to not click on the ad, and there is even like no reason to not buy, because at the end of the day, either he gets 13 new clients, which makes them 25k, or you pay for the next vacation. So works really well. You have a great conversion rate. There are a lot of different other ad concepts that you can use, but this is, if you're like beyond 10k and want to scale to like 50k, one of the best strategies, in my opinion, to really get a lot of leads and a lot of sales calls booked. Then, really important, a lot of people who click on the ad and like want like a call or like opt in for more information will be unqualified. So it's really important that you have setters who call these people, qualify the people, and also book then the sales call in the first place. And then also closers who do the sales calls, close the people, and get like the payment done. Because you will get a lot of calls booked out of like the ads if you have like such a crazy guarantee on the ad. And therefore, it's really important that you have a team for this and you're not handling all of this alone, because it's not the goal to put more effort into your agency when scaling. So the normal commission for setters is around 5%. So from every appointment the setter sets and which gets closed, the setter earns 5%, and the closer most times between 10 and 20%. So we will just go for like 5 and 10. So it's around about 15% the setter and closers get together after you made a sale. So you still have 85% of the money you make in your agency's bank account, and you only spend 15% to have like the setters and the closers working and making this whole process smooth. After the client is closed, it goes directly to the onboarding team. So it's most times like a success team who makes sure that the onboarding runs smooth, onboards him, and then also takes care of like the questions he has and keeps care of like the ongoing support. I will just come to this in a second as well. But it's like how the marketing and sales process usually looks like if you're scaling and want to scale beyond like 20, 50, 100K each month. Keep in mind, this is just like one strategy. There are like a million ways how you can run ads, how you can do like content, but this is one that works really, really well. Okay, so the next one. The next one is the fulfillment side. Because with this, you will get a lot of clients, but it's really important that the clients are really happy. Otherwise, this won't work anymore because there are a lot of like testimonials with bad things about you if you don't fulfill a great service. So I would go for 3 to 5 contractors or even employees when you are at this stage. When starting out, it's completely fine to have like one employee who takes care of everything. But at this point, you should have somebody to take care of the ads, for example, somebody to take care of the AI automations. It depends on what you offer, but 3 to 5 are usually like a sweet spot to take care of all like the services you provide and to make sure that your client has a really smooth experience with you. Now, really important, beyond this level, you usually have a guarantee-based contract with these contractors or your employees. Especially with contractors, when starting out, you just pay them month to month. But when scaling, you want to have a contract with them that they only get paid when they achieve the result. So this depends hardly on the contractors you have, and most of them won't be happy with this offer. So you have to find somebody who you work with long term, who trusts you and who trusts themselves, so that they know exactly, okay, if we run this system for this client, we will get them 30 new clients per month. So, and since your contractor have to get the results, otherwise he don't get paid or only gets paid on like performance base per month, then you can offer such a crazy guarantee, because if you don't hit like 30 new clients per month, you don't even pay your contractors for this. So this is something like 50, like there's like some risk, it's like 50-50 between your contractor and you. And there should be something like a guarantee-based contract if you want to make such a guarantee. Otherwise, you will have a lot of refunds in this scenario. So find somebody who is fine with this, work with them long-term, and it's just about like finding really, really great people who trust themselves enough in order to sign such contracts. As well, you want to have a success team. As I mentioned, the success team just takes care of the onboarding process, make sure that the onboarding runs smoothly, that you have at least 95% onboarding rate, and also makes regular meetings with your clients at least once a month, sends out like customized reports to your clients that they know exactly what's happening, but not going into too much detail, so they just understand what they got this month and what you're working on like next month, and also does client interviews. With client interviews, I mean, after you achieve the first results for a client, just ask them to hop on a quick call with you, where you just like break down what I was before, what happened after working with you, and now in which stage they are right now. So you just have this whole transformation, and you can use this as a story, and you can tell the story of, look, he was here, now we did this, and now he's here. So this is like, especially for like higher ticket priced offers, a really, really great way to build social proof, especially on Instagram and YouTube. And you just have some high quality client interviews where you share their story and what exactly you did with them in order to achieve this and this results. And also, the success team makes sure that you have the case studies. So the success team asks for videos, they ask for their numbers. So how much revenue are they making? How much revenue did they make before? Like the numbers in order to build case studies, makes like the client interviews, and also make sure that all the Trustpilot automations are working, so that your clients regularly get like an request to write like a Trustpilot review for you. So this is like the job of like the success team, making sure that your client has a really, really great experience, but also that your client shares the experience he has with further clients. And the last block is the branding and positioning. So here we have to make sure that you look really sharp and really well positioned for your special niche you're in. Because when scaling, it's not enough to offer, for example, web design to all companies out there, or just like lead generation to real estate agents. It's not enough. You have to have a really, really sharp offer, what I call like the golden VPH. And this is all about having a really detailed offer with like really, really breakdown numbers framed as a unique system. So instead of saying, for example, hey, we run Facebook ads for real estate agents, say, for example, this is our Realtor ad engine. So frame it as a unique system, because when scaling, it's really important that you stop selling services. So you don't look as a service provider anymore. You start looking and acting as a provider of a certain system that you implement in your niches businesses in order to achieve a certain result. So start to build a system, give it a name, and frame and sell it as the system, because you're not replaceable and you can charge way higher prices with this. And therefore, it's like as well possible to charge really high retainers, what I would recommend when scaling, at least 5K or beyond. So this is the groundwork on how to like position yourself if you are scaling. So have a really, really sharp offer with numbers attached to it. This is what I call like the golden VPH. In like the mentorship program, I will just roughly talk about at the end. I can help you with like setting all of this up, building like your golden VPH, building your unique system, and positioning yourself really, really sharp for one niche. So you know exactly, how to approach clients and how clients, see you as like an expert, and how you're able to like charge 5K plus retainers or even like performance bases on top. So with some of our clients, we have like really, really high retainers, but we also have a performance base on top. So for example, if we make them beyond like 50K a month, then we also take a performance fee of like 1% or so on top. So if you have a really, really unique offer and a unique system that only you are selling under this name, then it's possible to charge like really, really high retainers, because they will not find this system anywhere else. And if you get them the results, if you get them 10, 15K per month, it's not much to pay like 5K for it if you trade it against like 15K or so. This is like in general, how like agencies that operate like beyond 20, 50, 100K a month work, and how I would structure them in like the backend. And if you run an agency by your own, then just look in the video description. I dropped the link there with the demo video on it, where I just show you in depth how we can help you scale this past 22K per month with the same 7-minute setup system that I used for my own agency. It's a really cool video. So just request it there. I will send it over to you. Make sure to watch it until the end and also follow the steps I show you there. It will be really, really valuable for you if you found this video valuable already. So yeah,